Hello ladies and gentlemen, Josh aka Fox King here again, and today I'm going to talk to you about reinforcement, refining, and amplification, which are all ways of making your weapon stronger in DFO. So, the first of these that I'm going to talk about today is reinforcement, which is done at the NPC Kiri, located here in the Underfoot if you aren't familiar with her. So, you talk to her, press the reinforce button, and this is the most common one that you're going to use throughout the game. It's available immediately when you start and will be relevant for the entire game. So, you take any piece of gear. You can do armors, accessories, weapons, magic stone, and sub-equipment, which I don't have right now. Anything but titles and, other non-equipment items can't be reinforced. So, you take your item and you drag it over to the circle, and it will tell you, do you wish to upgrade? Success rate is 100%, and it will give you a cost in gold and clear cube fragments. So, I say OK, and this weapon is already +3, and upgrade successful, now it's +4. And it shows you defense piercing physical attack strength went from +46 to +57, and defense piercing magic attack strength went from +34 to 43. Now, the reason that the physical attack was higher than the magic attack is because this is a Zambato and it's a physical weapon. If this were, say, a short sword, then the magic attack value would have been higher and the physical attack been lower. So, you can see where those numbers are underneath the physical power and the magical power. So, those are the properties that are being modified by reinforcement. It's not affecting the base damage or the strength. So, if I were to drag it over again, and it's +4 now, you'll see success rate is 90%. Because once you reach +4, you have a chance of failure. Which means, if I fail, the weapon's plus value will go down 1. So, if I were to fail this, and I really don't care that much about this weapon, so I'm not going to continue plussing it because I don't have that many clear cube fragments to throw away. If I fail, it goes to +3, if I succeed it goes to +5, and then if I were to fail that upgrade, it would go back to +4. That is true until you reach +7. Once you reach +7, the stakes are a little bit higher, because now you can lose 3 levels if you fail. And this is true for going from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Once you reach +10, that's when it becomes very dangerous to go farther, because you're no longer risking the reinforcement grade of the weapon, you're risking the weapon's existence. If you fail going from +10 to +11 or higher, your weapon will break completely, and it will give you materials that are essentially the same as you putting it through a disassembler, unless it was at a certain plus value at which the game will give you a chance of receiving either a vestige of hope or condensed purity, depending on how you're attempting to increase the weapon. So with reinforcement you get vestiges of hope. With amplification, which I'll get to in just a moment, you could get condensed purity. So those are valuable materials, and this is the only way to get them, is by breaking a weapon that is above level 10. So it's not a complete and total loss if you destroy your weapon and get that, but chances are you wanted that weapon to succeed in its reinforcement. Although, if you don't really care about the weapon anymore because you have a good replacement, it is a good idea to just bring it to Kiri if it's already a +10 weapon, and just boost it up until it's either stronger than the new weapon you just got, or it breaks, just for the chance of getting those rare materials. So that's really all I have to say about Kiri. Let's move over here to our friend Kargon, or, excuse me, not Kargon, Clonter. Dark Elf buddy here, and go to Amplify. Now, I can't show you this one because I don't have a weapon that can be amplified. This is strictly for higher level weapons which are cursed with Otherverse energy and have been purified. You will know if this is the case because underneath these strength or intelligence values that are on your weapon, you'll see a purple number with either strength, intelligence, HP, or MP. And that is what is going to be boosted up. Now, purifying an item that is cursed with other verse energy is a very expensive process, and amplification is also extremely expensive. So that is why you don't see many people running around with an item that has been purified and is a high amplification value, because it's just so much more expensive than regular reinforcement. And an item that can be amplified cannot be reinforced. You could not take such an item to Curie. You have to take it to Clunter. And rather than using clear cube fragments, you have to use crystallized chaos, which you can buy from him for 10 full clear cubes. In each full clear cube, if you don't know, is the equivalent of 100 clear cube fragments. So you can see how that gets expensive, and it costs more and more as the amplification level goes up. It follows the same rules of failure as Curie's reinforcement does. And if you break it, you get the possibility of condensed purity, which is very rare, valuable, but once you've broken a plus 10 or higher purified item, that is a significant loss. So, the last area I can't show you because I want to get this video out soon so that new players can see what this is all about early on. But in order to get to the Refinement NPC, you need to be level 70. And what that will do, it follows very similar rules. You get materials in the area surrounding that person, that NPC, and it will increase the base attack of your weapon. So for those classes that use high base damage skills, this is what you're going to want to do to increase your skills damage. And it is slightly different from reinforcement and amplification because it only goes up to plus 7, and you don't have to risk destroying your weapon because of that. Once you hit plus 7, unless it's changed, because I'm kind of talking off of old DFO rules right now, but I'm pretty sure plus 7 is as high as it goes. Your weapon will not break, you will only lose rank if you fail, and I'm actually not even sure if that's true. So, I do wish I could be slightly more specific about the refinement process. I may update this video once I get there so that you can see for sure how it works, because right now I'm kind of just making assumptions based on old knowledge. But really the thing that new players need to focus on is reinforcement with Curie. Those are the only things that you're going to be able to do for a very long period of time, because chances are you're not going to use either Clunter for amplification or the other person for refinement until you're level 70, at least. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. I hope that was helpful for you and gave you an indication as to whether or not reinforcement is worth doing for your class, or if you should save your materials because you don't need the physical or magical attack as much. And thank you for watching. Again, leave a like if you learned something, and a comment if there's something else that you want me to talk about in a future video, and subscribe if you want to get updates as to when I put out more tutorial videos. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.